What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So, I want to talk about the Fresh and Fit YouTube channel, and I know I've done my share of roasting of them in the last year, and I probably will roast them up a little bit today. But I can't lie, Fresh and Fit, they've worked hard to a certain degree to get to where they're at. All right, it's the nature of the thing. You got to be honest. So they put the money up. I would at least assume it's at least a $300,000 investment. You know, they're there every day. They show up every day. You might not like what they do. I know that I don't in many cases, but they're good at what they do. They work with people and all that other stuff. You can't deny that, even if you don't like them. And I'm one of the guys that don't like them. All right. But what's happened is that Fresh and Fit have gotten really, I would say, two beefs. One that's major and one that's minor. One has to do with Auburn Preach. Now, both of these guys that I'm going to refer to do a style of content called reaction style content. And Auburn Preach this is what they do. They do reaction videos. They react to things on the internet. So they give their commentary. They'll play parts of videos, which is quite common. You might see guys like Childs to Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews as that. The Poor Man's Podcast, who just reached 200,000 subscribers. And I remember when he had 2,000, he's passed me. He's a guy that does reaction style content. And Auburn Preach does it too. So what they do is they take things off the internet, they react to it. They've done that also with Fresh and Fit during their beef. Now, strangely enough, none of the videos that they reacted to got hit with any kind of copyright strikes. However, this other YouTube channel called Playback, where you have one really huge YouTuber, I believe his name is Agent 00 in Legend of Winning. Now, Agent 000, this guy has a gaming channel. He has almost like 1.76 million subscribers. He's an NBA 2K player. And then the other guy, Legend of Winning, he's a smaller YouTuber than Agent 00, but also does pretty good. They also had somewhat of a minor beef with Fresh and Fit over the last year. Okay. And so with that, there was some, roasting of Fresh and Fit. This is before the Auburn Preach thing, I believe. But what's happened because of that is, as soon as Fresh CEO had this last, issue with this white woman that he was dating, they made another video. And what Fresh and Fit decided to do was to copyright strike them. And so what happens with the copyright strike is, if you use people's content in a reaction video, which is why I really don't do it for YouTubers, technically they can submit a copyright takedown because you're using part of their content. Now, if YouTube acknowledges that part of that content is in the video, legally you can have that taken down. Now there is this whole thing about fair use, and I've been through one of those things before. If you have an attorney that can approve it, prove that it's your original content, it stays down. If not, they'll put the video back up. I would possibly believe that Fresh and Fit have some sort of copyright attorneys that they're going to try to fight this and keep the videos off. So with the Playback channel, they have removed 2 videos, and you have a time setting. You can say like, okay, we're going to remove these videos within 7 days. So if they already have a copyright strike on their channel, 3 of those are going to take them down. Okay. And that's why Playback made this video called Fresh and Fit Tried to Delete Our Channel. All right. So Auburn Preach also have come out and made a video, at least a 4-minute video, about how Fresh and Fit are doing it to other channels. Okay. So if you see it, Fresh and Fit are trying to delete smaller YouTube channels via copyright censorship. So I want to kind of give my thoughts on this as a YouTuber and as a creator. For those of you who do reaction channels, because I'm quite familiar with how this process works. Let me say this. A lot of YouTubers kind of feel some kind of way about people reacting to their content without permission. I know that you have this kind of fair use thing going on, and I understand that. But some people just don't like it, especially if it's making fun of them. I could definitely understand that. I've had people snatch my whole entire video and post it up, and things like that. But what I want to say is this. The reaction style content, fair use, is tricky. There is not a real line as to how you can really define it on YouTube. And again, because if it is, then they wouldn't be able to submit the copyright takedown. And I believe Albert talked about that in his video, where he's saying that it's kind of cheating the system. It's kind of a hole in the system. Here's what I want to say. Here's the bigger part of it. Fresh and Fit are pissing off big time YouTubers. Like, you don't want to turn the YouTube community against you. Like, they wouldn't even be reacting to your stuff if you wouldn't be f***ed up. But because you are, you continuously do stupid things. You're continuously doing things you should not be doing, whether it's Fresh CEO or Myron. Again, you continue to have problems at your studio. You continue to have problems and scandals. Like, outside of that July thing, you still have problems. You had a girl pull out a gun, all right, just like 2 days ago. And then you have, before that, you have the Fresh CEO thing. And then there's this. So because of that, people are reacting to it. And they're going to use your content. That's something that you should know is going to happen on YouTube, whether you like it or not. Personally, I don't like people taking up my content and not asking me and reacting to it, but they're going to do it anyway. I don't go around striking the majority of people. Now, if you're a person that I just really can't stand and you're talking hella shit about me and my mom or something like that, then yeah, I'll send you a copyright strike for sure. But if it's fair, if it's just poking something, if it's, you know, even a few insults, I don't deal with it, right? Because why? You just don't want to have the hatred of other YouTubers against you. And see, this is where you're gonna have problems. Because when you get big YouTubers and YouTubers against you, that's when the reporting to YouTube, that's when it comes back. And you're creating problems for yourself. Like, you can try to shut them down right now, but the Agent 00 guy has like 1.7 million subscribers. The other guy has like 300,000. Albert and Preach has a lot of subscribers. Like, what you're trying to do is turn these guys against you. You've already been kicked off of TikTok. If you get kicked off of YouTube, that's it. And now these guys are gonna come after you with the same vengeance that you're doing. When the reality was, you should have just let it go. Like, they wouldn't have anything to talk about if you guys wouldn't keep making mistakes. But sending these copyright strikes to huger YouTube channels, I mean, trying to silence them about your stuff, that's stupid, because you're the reason why they're talking about you. And then you don't want to get into it with big YouTubers. I mean, I can tell you that's the one thing you don't want. You don't want guys that have a bigger following than you. And also subscribers think that's weak. Like, if you're submitting copyright takedowns to people because they're making fun of you, people think that's weak. And you just lose credibility. Because it's like, oh, but if you're an alpha male, then you wouldn't care about that. And it was quite honest to see that who is alpha and who's not. And it's not Fresh and Fit for sure. And it's like, you guys can't handle the pressure. Well, then if you can't handle the pressure, why are you on the platform? People are going to talk about you on the platform. They're going to talk shit about you. They're going to use your content. They're going to react to your content. And then there's this whole fair use thing, which is why I don't do reactions to people's YouTube content. I don't. I'll react to their TikTok. I'll react to something on WorldStar. But YouTubers, I try not to do that because it's so sketchy. You know, all that you got to do is somebody don't like you and they copyright take on your video. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out our first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.